Alright, what's up YouTube? Welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be continuing our journey with Horizon Forbidden West. Got cut short yesterday, shorter than I intended. My PS5 randomly shut off in the middle of my stream. Which is interesting, because earlier in the day somebody was in here asking if I had experienced any bugs while playing this game, and the truth is I hadn't. I mean, I shouldn't say not any bugs, because there had been some. Nothing crazy like that though. So I went from not having any real bugs to getting literally kicked out of the game. But we're back today. A little later start than usual. I was having a lot of fun playing showdowns on RDO with Black Knight and her crew. So anyway, we're back. We're ready to go. We're gonna do some story stuff today. We got like 2 hours. So I think if I can guess, so I did check yesterday once I got logged back in. I checked to see did I completely lose my save, and it doesn't appear that I did. Spoiler alert for those of you who weren't with us, we were about to fight a shell walker. Not a shell walker. Shatter shell. Whatever the big turtle one is. I think it's a shatter shell. And literally as I was scanning it, it got interrupted. So I believe it's going to pick us right back up. Here we go. To pick us right back up in that battle with Talana against the Shatter Shell. I think it's called a Shatter Shell. Yeah. Oh, Shell Snapper. That's what it is. Shell Snapper. Where is it? It says I have to kill it. Is it even going to spawn in? I wonder. It might not.
A shell snapper.
There we go.
Hasn't seen us yet.
Yeah, let's
We
keep it
can
that
use
way.
that. Hawk and thrush, just like old times.
There we go. Right into the thick of battle today. New entry added. Shweek gets acid and fire. So I kind of wish I had some acid bombs. It's a big old machine, man. If I had to envision a plan for today, it would be get through this, and survive this fight somehow. Decided to go right after it.
Hold it off until you get back.
Until I get back. Run around.
Grab the ammo.
Thanks. I think it's kicking my butt. Look out. What am I even? I don't even want to craft that. What's other one? Wow. I'm just a mess right now. There we go. Big hit on it. We'll go to fire arrows. That's what she's shooting it with. Get some health. Burning. Hit it with one of these. That should be it. Okay, that's way too easy. Story mode. Hey, Red, how's it going?
Feels good to hunt by your side again. Come on, let's head into the tunnel.
Alright, into the tunnel. Yeah, if I had a vision, a plan for today, I would say finish out this side mission, which I was hoping to finish yesterday. I'm gonna save up real quick. And then we got interrupted. And then, but after that, I think we're gonna do the next story mission. We're ranked up enough at this point. I think I reached 15. Manual save real quick.
It's a dead end. Looks like
Let me see. Yeah, 12 hours into this game. 12 hours, 17 minutes
Okay,
according
then.
to manual save.
So what happened to the caravan? Let's look around.
Alright, search the tunnel for clues. Talana says it's a dead end. I was kind of talking over her. Sorry about that.
Let's go.
Alright. Some sort of cave-in happened here? Search the tunnel for clues. There's a signal. That's not what we need for this mission, though. There we go. Oh, look at that. The body.
Lana, I think I found something.
She already found it.
In the rubble.
Oh, under the rubble.
What is it?
The body. Is it our guy? I hope not.
Nostrum.
So this is the Carja guy we're looking for, not an Oseram.
What does it say? He was part of the caravan that went through here. The note ends abruptly when the tunnel started to collapse, I guess. Oh. But there's
Caravan
nothing
went
here
through.
about a Carja hunter.
Nothing about the
An
guy we're
earlier
looking for.
caravan made it through before the collapse. Sounds like they went to a watering hole on the other side.
So he could have made it. Is there another way through?
I don't know. These mountains are pretty steep.
Then I'll have to find a way. Thank you, Aloy, for coming with me this far. But I've taken up enough of your time. Here, take
No,
this.
don't go.
May it help you
Love
on your
Talana.
own hunt.
My faves.
Hold on. How do I get in contact with you if I find a way across the mountains?
I'll check in with Milu at Stone's Echo whenever I can. If you find a way, leave word with her.
I will. Good luck.
You too.
Alright. Let me just...
Lana seems really worried about her friend.
Alright, so we completed that
Wish
side
there was more I
quest.
could do, but I don't think there's a way past these mountains right now.
No way past the mountains right now. So I wonder... Yes, there's another quest here. Need to know. Yes, see, it's on hold. This is what happened on my other playthrough, and I kind of wish I had held off on doing that mission with Talana, because I almost wonder, like, the main quest, I believe... Well, I don't want to say too much. We're going to get through these mountains, right? If you look at the map... Let me go out and look at the map over here. Level 15, perfect. I don't think it's any kind of spoiler to say we're going to get on the other side of those mountains. Like, look at where we are on the map. It's just not right now. So I almost wonder if you reach far enough in the main quest first, and then you do that mission, if Aloy is like, oh yeah, I know the way through, da 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 da, I'll meet you there, versus Talana saying, you know, I'll meet you there when you find a way through. I don't know. I wonder if they filmed like 2 different sets of dialogue. I'll have to check that out on one of my other playthroughs. Maybe I'll just do spam story on my next playthrough and see what happens when I go back and do these side quests. But I'm betting that that's the case. So anyway, we're up to rank 15 now. We've got 4 skill points we can use. I was not real happy with my concentration in that last fight. So recover concentration faster, yes please. And then what's this? Recover weapon stamina faster, I don't really care too much about that. What's this? Workbench, expert craft ammunition to workbench using less resources than in the wilds, yes please. Cool, so those are skill points used up. Hey Jewel, how's it going? Hi Cassie, thanks for stopping by. Just getting started today, got a little bit of a late start. Finished up a side quest there with Talana. You may remember her from the first game. She is awesome, and I wish that they would do more with her character, but for now we'll take it. Alright, so now I promised you guys that I would do the main story mission next, so we're going to go ahead and get that started, especially because I think it's a lengthy one, and I not really pressed for time, but again, I got a late start today. So let's go ahead and activate main quest. This is the Dying Lands. I'll read through it just for those of you who maybe weren't here. Aloy must join Varl and Zoe in Plainsong, home of the Taro tribe, to seek permission to enter a sacred cave. If she can locate and recover Minerva inside, she may be able to reboot Gaia. Okay, so a number of things to unpack there. In the previous stream, we vanquished Hades, we found the Gaia kernel. Unfortunately, she's heavily damaged, and we need the idea being that Aloy needs to find Minerva, one of the sub-functions, and ultimately reboot Gaia. Then she was attacked by people who we don't really know who they are. They seem to have like futuristic looking outfits and futuristic looking using futuristic looking weapons, and most importantly, spoiler alert for those of you who weren't there, there is someone who looks a lot like Aloy. Shorter hair, a little bit darker hair, maybe not as athletic looking as Aloy, but very much the same in the face. So there's a lot going on there, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait for you guys to see it if you don't already know. And then after that, the attack, she had to escape and ultimately got pinned in like floodwaters and ended up in an area called Stone's Echo, where Zoe, the other person mentioned in the description here, kind of nursed her back to health. And ultimately, Varl and Zoe have like a relationship thing going on. So at this point, Aloy is recovered from those injuries, and we can now go to Plainsong to meet up with Zoe and Varl. So if I look at it on the map, I got a couple of... Yeah, so that waypoint's super close. Alright, so let's go... We're going to use our free fast travel. I think I'm actually out of fast travel packs. So I have to use the free one. To go here, I think. Yeah. Hey John M, how's it going? Diana, welcome. PvP got your adrenaline going? Yeah, a lot of chaos. I came right into this. Went right into some more fighting. It was a lot easier than it should have been. Some of these story mode fights, I mean, you know, if you're a new player, new to the game, whatever, you might find them less, I was gonna say less easy, I'm not even sure that's a phrase, a little more difficult than perhaps I did just there. I remember playing that on normal mode, it was not easy. It's not as easy as it looked, so just, you know, mind your difficulty setting. I'm on story mode because I'm doing it for the purposes of streaming. I don't want to die 1,000 times. If you guys want to watch me die 1,000 times, you can watch me play Red Dead. For this game, I do kind of want to, not necessarily spam story, but get through story as quickly as possible. The stories, some of the story missions are really lengthy too, so I think that one we did last week was like an hour and a half. Which is cool, it should be that way. It should be, you know, that's the whole point of doing a main quest, right?
The blight is worse here.
So that's Blight?
If I don't get Gaia up and running, it'll be like this everywhere.
They have a machine? Like, tending the field? Zoe mentioned that. Land God, so it's Plowhorn, which looks kind of like a Triceratops. These people have cultivated an area where these machines sow the fields for them. Unfortunately, since the Blight took over, they've been sowing it with Blight, right? So she just said it. They're still following the programming. Someone just changed programming a little bit. So we'll get into a lot of that. Plowhorn's pretty cool. I don't know if you guys caught it last time, but it's like Faso Latida. I think were the names. Oh, excuse you. Plainsong's pretty cool. It's all like wood, bamboo, all tied together. Look at this. Goes all the way up there. All the way up the other side. It looks cool as hell, but it's really confusing to get around. So like when you're looking for a merchant, you might have to go like all the way over there to come back this way. It's crazy. But it's pretty cool. Whole bunch of new side quests here. We're gonna skip those for now. New campfire. There's a little rumor person. They're big on singing here. They literally call themselves the chorus. I'll come by later. We're gonna go talk to Varl and Zoe, get these get this main mission going, main quest going. What up, Zoe?
I'm here.
Hey Max, how are you?
That's singing. Does it mean the chorus is ready?
It is assembled. I couldn't have done it without Varl. But I don't know what good it will do. The chorus is in disharmony. The subject of the cave is bad enough. Land God Fa still hasn't emerged, and every day more deadly machines try to force their way out, throwing themselves against the defensive cordon we set up around the entrance. That is only the first of many false notes. Your request has exposed deep divisions within the chorus itself and the tribe.
Yeah, so basically, Aloy is asking a lot here. Just, again, by way of background. These people the land gods, the plowhorn that we just went by before that was cultivating the field, they every once in a while they would go to this what they're calling the sacred cave. We know it's probably some kind of cauldron if we played the game before, and then they come back healed, better, stronger, and they start plowing the fields again. But for some reason they stop going. We know it's because of the blight, but to the people here, it's like it's causing them to question their faith. Aloy's request is basically to get into the Holy Land, you know, and they're not all of them are receptive to that idea.
So you put fortifications around the cave?
Just some wooden barricades. We don't have the stonecraft of the Karja or Oseram. It is our archers of the cordon that truly hold the machines back. They withstand new attacks every day. I hope they can hold out.
What machines are coming out of the cave?
Scavengers and hunter-killers. But they're tougher than any we fought before. More vicious, with a strange purple glow.
Sounds familiar.
You've fought machines like these?
If they are what I think they are, then yeah. There may be a whole other problem in that cave. All the more reason for me to get inside and figure it out.
So the purple glow, we saw some of that when we did the Frozen Wilds DLC. That's what they're talking about.
I get that the cave is sacred, but how did asking to go inside cause such a fuss?
The fuss was already there. Many in the tribe, and most in the chorus, want to keep doing what we have for generations, which often is nothing. But there are others who call for change, or extreme measures. Your request has given fresh life to the debate.
Right. Tradition. I've run into that before.
Yeah.
But each tribe has to be dealt with in their own way.
If you say so.
Yeah, so it's tough here, right? She's in kind of between a political rock and a hard place. We know what we need to do to save the world, but you can't just go stomp on people's traditions either. You gotta talk to them first and get them to understand. Let's see.
You said you couldn't have assembled the chorus without him. What did you do?
Some in the chorus refused to meet to consider your request. They believe that the cave belongs to the land gods alone, but Varl saw that what you did with Ray could be used to our advantage.
Sometimes it isn't enough to
It's
ask the
actually
people in
Do,
charge.
re, mi.
You need others to
As
ask
it
for you.
fossil latida.
As many as possible.
We spread the word about how you soothed Ray.
There may even have been a little exaggeration.
Growing interest put pressure on the chorus until they finally agreed to meet.
I saw it work a few times with the matriarchs. And even with my mother. Once or twice.
Nice job. You can handle the politics from now on?
Oh, no.
Nice.
I'm sure we'll still need you to cut through them from time to time.
Alright, so I don't know what this after the derangement is taking. I think it's because we talked to her about that stuff before. But just in case.
So what
people missed it.
happened to the land gods after the derangement?
They faltered.
I kind of talked about this a little bit
Year by
already,
year.
summarizing it, but we'll let them explain it from their own words.
Once they were peaceful, and now they turn on us when we approach. Even attack us. They had always enriched the soil, but for several seasons they've glutted it endlessly with mulch. The fields have turned fetid. A blight that keeps spreading, even beyond our lands. We used to have food for all. Now we barely have enough to feed our children.
Must be over-fertilization. Spread by spores.
I don't know. That's not even the end of it. Each land god used to visit the sacred cave once a year, but no longer. Without the rituals of renewal, they're falling apart. Like Ray. They're dying. And my tribe with them.
Alright, and then one more, the Sacred Cave. Again, we already saw this.
So the cave is sacred
Some of you
because
already saw
machines
it
like Ray
on Friday.
and the one you call Fa go inside?
Yes. Before the derangement, once a year, each land god left the fields and made a pilgrimage to the cave. Always in the same order. Doe first, then Ray, then me, and so on. Spattered with soil from their labors, each reappeared. 2 days later, shining anew. All soil and ornaments of worship washed away. The tribe celebrated each return as one of the 8 hallowed festivals of our calendar.
But the derangement changed the cycle.
Yes. Or so we thought. Over time, the land gods stopped the ritual, becoming crazed and brittle. But 3 weeks ago, Fa trudged inside. The entire tribe lifted their voices in song, praying that the cycle had begun again. Fa has not emerged. What has our machines built to kill?
Are machines being made inside? Like in a cauldron?
Sounds like it. But the way these land gods would come and go, it's not like anything I've seen before.
Right, so we've seen cauldrons making machines. We've never seen cauldrons repairing machines. Or at least that's what it sounds like, they're being repaired. She said they're coming out shiny, new, and soil-free. Alright, let's get to this.
So, the chorus is assembled. What now?
They're considering your request.
Then, shouldn't we go talk to them?
When you're ready. But don't worry. Their debate won't end anytime soon. Meetings like these can go on for days.
Alright. Then maybe I should resupply first. Who knows how many machines are in that cave?
Assuming the chorus agree to allow you inside.
Aloy can be pretty convincing in these situations.
We'll see. Do what you need to prepare. We'll wait for you above, where the chorus has gathered.
Alright, so this is the point where if you're not happy with your weapons, or your current ammo state, or your level, you go do other stuff. And make sure you're at a level 15. Because what the game just did there was tell you, hey, shithead, it's about to go down. Make sure you're ready. So I'm going to quick save real quick. I'm going to resupply even though I might not need to. Let's check it. Check the old stash. I almost want to take a look at... I only have small potions. Do I have a medium potion slot? I don't think I do. I don't have enough room in my potion pouch anyway.
Someone's gonna have extra?
Alright, and then there's a number of other things here too. Like, there's a merchant up there. Let me go up there. Workbench. Try and talk to the hunter. There we go. They've got something I need for... Little hearts usually mean... They've got something that I need for an upgrade. I don't know what it is. Is it the squirrel bone? I think it's a squirrel bone. All that time I spent looking at the squirrels yesterday. Let's double check. Squirrel hide. I need a squirrel hide, 3 vulture feathers, rabbit hide, peccary bone. I don't know what it's telling me under resources. What is it telling me that I can use? Oh, squirrel hide. Buy. I'm just gonna buy 1 for now. If I back out. There we go. Go to a workbench. Upgrade our potion pouch. Sweet. The timing for that could not have been better. That's our tripwire. Where is... Here it is. Potion pouch. Upgrade. You can now carry 5 potions instead of just 3. Rabbit hide, prairie dog bone to get to the next one, which will allow us to carry 7. So we'll go ahead and create a job for that, but I don't want to activate it. Job created. Cool. I'm actually going to carry... I want to craft 2 of these. Got some medium potions now. 2 mediums and 3 smalls. And I might trade in one of those smalls for the medium that I had in my stash as well. We'll take a look at crafting some ammo. Again, this is all stuff you want to do before doing any of these main quests. It says 7, I'm going to do 1 more, even though I'll shortchange myself on 1, that's fine. Same thing with the precision arrows. Frost bombs, no, I can craft those later. Alright, that's it for ammo crafting. Outfit upgrade. This is fully upgraded. How come it won't let me access... There we go. Either one of these are ready for upgrade. I think I'm gonna stick with this outfit for now. I got some weapon upgrades too. We've seen this before. Warrior bow, the spike thrower, not upgrading either one of those. And the tripcaster I'm not updating. Tripwire I'm not updating. Alright, let's go back to potion pouches now complete. Let's see what else this hunter has to offer. Kinda skipped right to the resources. Some good weapons here, it looks like. Some gauntlets, tripcaster, hard weave, sharp shot bow. I don't have what I need for that. Slicing hunter bow. Frost hunter bow, that's kinda sweet. I think I'm gonna skip for now though. Tools, I do need some fast travel packs. I don't want to buy all of them though, I think that would max. They'll like sell me out of shards if I do that. Let me just see. Yeah. Yeah, that's like crazy. I'll do 10. You can always buy more again later if we need to, or take advantage of the free fast travel. And then, yeah, purge water trap, vertical shock trap. This is all stuff we'll get later on. Hey Salty, how's it going? Alright, and we'll talk to Feather Boobs over here a little later on too. I don't want to activate any side quests. They are up. Actually, you know what though? I want to go back to my stash.
Lovely to see you.
And I want to do... I have 2... Alright, so we'll go to stash. How do I inventory? Let's store 2 of these. Stored all 3. Back to stash. Take the 1 of this. And then I think I'll only take 2 of these, yeah. Alright, so I swapped, basically I just swapped a small health potion for a medium one. That's how you have to do it. Alright, and then I'm gonna queue up medium health potion. Head back to the campfire real quick. Get a quick save. Hey Lisa P, how are you? Appreciate you dropping the like. Alright, let's get this main quest underway. So I gotta figure out how to get to them. Like I said, this can be a little confusing.
Nervous?
First time trying to figure out your way around the settlement.
chorus. I hope this works.
It'll be worth it, Zoe, you'll see.
Bringing an Outlander before the chorus.
So the singing just keeps going. I guess that means the chorus is still in session?
The people sing to soothe the chorus, to help them break their impasse. It wouldn't be necessary if they were in harmony.
I'm not gonna have to sing back, am I?
Of course not. The singing will stop when we present ourselves. Are you ready?
Again, make sure you're ready.
Alright,
I'm probably not ready. But we'll find out. I'm at rank 15, I just crafted a bunch of stuff, got extra potions, so maybe I'll be alright. The combat seems to be eased with the story mode too, so really used compared to where I was with the normal mode.
Speak.
Your sacred cave. There's something inside I need. If I can get it, it will help.
Zoe and the Nora have spread word of your story. And what you want. We know of no spirit in the cave. Only Fa, our land god, who entered the cave and did not return.
The power of the land gods is broken. We are diminished. Tales of spirits will not help us. Nothing will.
We weaken. We die. And become fertile ground for new life. This is the natural order.
Wait. You're all just going to sit around until you become food for worms? Literally?
So says the Outlander, ignorant of our beliefs.
Please. Remember how she brought peace to Ray. Listen to her.
We've heard such temerity from you before, Zoe. Let us not forget that you agitated for reckless war against the Kaja.
At least she's trying to help.
How? By inviting you to break our traditions? Should we change our ways to suit every impudent outsider who wanders into Plainsong?
No. You should change your ways because your own lands are killing you.
We have stood by and watched as our land gods waste away. You would have us do the same with our neighbors, our children.
And this lone outlander can save us. Nonsense. A single seed matters little in the infinite cycle of growth and decay.
An alarm. It's coming from the mountains.
Was that from the cordon? It's an alarm!
Machines must have broken through the cordon.
Then we need to get down there.
What about the chorus?
If the cordon has fallen, there's nothing left to prevent us from going in the cave.
Nice. Convenient.
The time for permission is over.
Yes. So,
Then off we go.
taking some action. Here you go.
This way, Aloy.
Alright, lead the way, son. Follow Zoe to the cordon.
Fighting in the fields ahead.
Yeah. We're gonna fight them, or we're just gonna keep going? Oh, look at that.
I've seen these machines before.
Boss Rider.
Hunter killers.
That's what Regala was riding.
The others will become defensive. We have to move.
Alright. All in Zoe. Stop to kill a machine or two if you want. We got
Do you really think we can do something about all of this? Alright, then... yeah.
They do kind of have that purple-ish hue to the
More machines.
Machines in the Frozen Wilds DLC.
These machines are stronger, deadlier than normal.
That one's on
There's
fire.
more than just a marathon.
Claw Striders everywhere. Looks like a rabbit. Ravager, maybe? What's this? Yeah. Metal shards.
This trail is the
Always
path
time
of the
to loot.
land gods. It'll lead us to the cordon.
Alright. Path of the Land Gods. More machines up here.
More machines.
We can take
Oh,
them
this
out,
time we have to
Aloy.
fight them.
On your lead.
Oh, there's actually like barrels and stuff around here.
Guess Hephaestus was busy. Making hunter killers.
Oh, look at that. Give me this toy right here. Yeah, buddy. You guys know I love my heavies. Oh! What else we got? She mentioned Hephaestus. Hephaestus is like the
Now onto the cordon.
major figure prominently in Frozen Wilds DLC. So you may have played all the way through the first game and only saw a brief glimpse of Hephaestus' name. If you didn't play the DLC,
Machines are
you should do
everywhere.
that before playing this. It's a great DLC. It's actually one of my favorite DLCs, if not favorite DLCs for any video game ever. Alright, what am I supposed to do? You're still following her? Stop it. Keep going. Lost a little bit of health there. Keep an eye on that. I'm not going to restock it now. It would be pointless. No, there's a couple more machines.
We're almost there.
So many machines.
Another
broke
Claw
through.
Strider.
What happened to the cordon's defenders?
Should use shock. We better be ready for anything.
It's already pretty damaged. Too bad. Oops. I was going to finish him off, but I missed.
No one gets hurt today.
I think our battle is done.
Alright. Into the cave and mountains. Look at this. Weather kind of turned a little bit.
The cordon. Oh, what's left of it?
Enter the sacred
So many.
cave.
They will be mourned when the
And
time is
then
right.
after I
For now?
loot.
We must keep going.
Tons of Ravagers,
Into the
man.
cave.
I wonder if you play it on a higher difficulty, if some of these Ravagers survive to the point where Aloy has to kill them. I don't remember on my normal playthrough, normal difficulty playthrough. Enter the sacred cave. This looks and feels very much like a cauldron. Tap R3 to pulse your focus and highlight nearby climbing handles. I don't really need them
May the
here.
land gods forgive our
Sky's
trespass.
clearing up.
Oh, look at this.
Storm's over.
Alright, hold on. Looks like around. Up and around to get to that, whatever that is over
What is
there.
that?
A kind of wall
Oh yeah.
made of light. We'll have to find a way around.
We'll follow your lead, Aloy.
Alright, so this feels a little bit, I've been talking a lot about Frozen Wild, this feels a little bit like that. There were two characters in that game who follow
Up
you
here.
to that final boss area. We'll see how Zone Varl fares. Lots of healing stuff here, it's usually a sign of... Alright, so I'm going to jump across. Not sure how they're getting over there. Oh, look at that. They jumped too. Alright, and then into the cave. Should be on the other side of the door now. Alright, hold on.
What's that ahead?
Like a cauldron door.
Yeah. Repair bay. Interesting. It said repair bay there. Override the door. Alright. Here we go. Or not.
To understand what's going on in there, you're gonna need one of these.
Nice. So gets a focus. Welcome to the team.
On the temple. Just like this.
I want one.
There's blue light on the door.
Yeah, it takes some getting used to.
Don't worry, Zoe. I'll help.
Nice.
Now listen. The machines we've been fighting, they're different. More dangerous. That means there's something very powerful somewhere beyond that door. And it wants us dead. Follow my lead. And be ready for anything.
Dude, the music. Freaking awesome.
Let's go. We have to find the core of this place.
There's so much metal.
Who built this place?
Machines. Not like any you've seen before. Machines in here.
Oh, here we go.
We have to take them out.
Right behind you.
Leaf flashers. I don't remember what they're susceptible to, so we'll just take a quick timeout. A long leg, claw strider, shell snap. Where's the leaf flasher? I know I scanned it. There you go, leaf flasher. Purge water. I don't think I have anything for purge water. This might just be a melee fight. After all that, let's see. These are shock. Yeah, I don't have any purge water weapons, so I think gotta change that next time. Come a little prepared. Give me that one. Let him play it. Oops. Let's wait on this. Ooh. There we go. He jumped up over. Oh, come on. Just finish him. Finish him.
It's over.
So this is a cauldron where machines are born.
It looks like one, but... if the land gods come and go, then they aren't just made here. They're being repaired, too.
And the spirit you're after is in here?
Minerva? Maybe, but... I have a feeling that's not all.
Just kind of looking around while they're talking. So yeah, repair, right? Not just build. It's interesting that the land gods would come back and forth on a cycle, right? They have a schedule. All right. Here we go. I gotta hold it. Ultimately, we're looking for Minerva. I know a lot of it's been focused on the fact that this is a repair bay, what the plow horns were doing.
Glowing. I've seen them before.
Yep, there it is.
They're like... an infection. That thing I said? It wants us dead? It takes over places like these and makes killing machines. It's called Hephaestus.
Even the mountains run to the right.
So we've traded in a Hades for a Hephaestus.
Those
Here we go.
cables are blocking the way up. You two wait here. I'll find another path.
Alright, so we got
Okay.
some things spinning. Ultimately...
What are those panels on the floor?
Standing on this floor panel. Activated something.
Alright,
Looks like
slowed to
parts of those
spinning.
pillars are rotating.
We should be able to... Okay, so it lights up.
Maybe if I shoot the gears,
Yeah,
I can lock them into place.
Shoot the
Make it
gear,
pop
lock it
up.
into place. But you have to be standing on the platform first, I think, in order to get it to slow down.
That worked.
Okay, cool. That one's slow. Oh, I missed it. Missed my chance there. Come back around.
How are you doing?
This place was meant for the
Oh, I
land
missed.
gods.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot this one up here then.
No Utaru has ever set foot in here,
One more
but I
here.
had to, right? To help you and Aloy.
Yeah, so if you put yourself in Zoe's shoes, I don't know if they are watching this as a religious person, it's basically like everything you were ever taught, your faith, you're now going against it. I know for me personally, that's a big ask, man.
And there she goes.
Alright.
What's that thing beyond the wall?
Another floor panel. But I can't shoot the gears on the pillars from here. Maybe if I can find something to weigh this down?
Okay, let's go up here. This looks to be broken. Smash through. Yeah, nice. And
This crate
there's
should be heavy enough.
Great. No.
Can't fit the crate through that opening.
Okay. Maybe let's go through the shield. Must.
I'm working on it.
Okay, let it go. I'm not
I
get
think I
shocked
can
by
get
this.
the crate through that shield. But I'll have to go around.
Okay. It's like halfway through. Did that work? I gotta drop it down all the way. Alright, I was trying not to get shocked by the shield. Might not have a choice. A little more of a push. There it goes.
Okay, getting
I did it
there.
without getting shocked. I don't even know if it would shock me, I just feel like it would. And then we move the crate on top of the pressure plate.
Got it. The gears on the pillars should be exposed now.
This kind of like puzzle solving type stuff
Except
reminds me a lot of,
this
we talked about Uncharted today during Brady's stream. There's a lot of that in Uncharted. Okay, that didn't light up. Oh, there it is. Thanks, Varl.
There. Should be able to get it closer.
Is that it? Just those?
She's so high up.
Don't fall, Aloy!
I think that's helpful. Don't fall.
How's it going up there, Aloy?
I think I'm getting close.
Okay.
One more set of pillars.
Supply.
There should be a floor
Stockpile.
panel nearby to activate them.
Alright, so we came across here. Floor panel. Let's see it. Can I just stand on this one, or do I need a crate? Maybe not. Oh, it's this other one right here. Here we go. There's one. Come on, come on, come on. There's two. Is that it? Or is there, oh no, there's a third one. Ah, I missed it. Ooh, it's moving quick. We'll use our Deadeye. I like that her, like, if you hold it out for too long,
Okay.
arm kind of twitches a little bit. Very real. Alright. It's funny, you could use the polecaster here. Or you can just jump. And then what? Glide over there? Oh, no.
Festus's cables
There's
are
the-
all over that node. But maybe I can override it.
Supply. Not much going on there, but stuff we can sell later for shards. Oh yeah, look at the purple. Purple everywhere. Huh. This is not going to be a simple override, I don't think. Let's see what happens.
The cable cables are moving.
Interesting.
They're drawing back. We can climb up that vent.
What? I guess they can get in that way. I'm going this way. Right? Why would I go the other way?
How do we cross? Cables are twisted around that node on the other side. I'll see if I can get to it.
Alright, so now we're gonna climb a little more. Varl and Zoe are gonna hang out there. I don't think that's the way we want to go. We gotta get over there. This is gonna be like a get over there and then build a bridge for them kind of thing. It's kind of like what I was talking about before. It's very much like Frozen Wilds. The final mission, you got a couple companions with you. You have to work your way across and then help them across by making bridges using the override. Ah, interesting. Alright, I have to wait for that to come back out now. Once the hand goes out, we can jump.
That was quite a jump.
Please get back up before that thing falls. She bent it a little bit.
Okay, now, how to get up to the node?
Alright, so there's this. It's back here. Supplies. Nothing much going on in the way of supplies here. A bunch of stuff I already have a bunch of. You can see sensor stash 56, sensor stash 54. Alright, can't go this way. There's that. Jump across? I don't know if that's right. Go back a little bit. So we just came down here. Yeah, I guess that's the only way really to go. Nice. Okay. Then up there. Right? Yeah, cool. Arms out, we can jump safely. And we're up to the node.
Let's see what we can do.
Alright, maybe this will be the one. I feel like she's gonna get shocked at some point. That's what happened when she tried to override Hephaestus.
Come on over, you two.
There we go.
Transfer.
Oh.
Armament to Unit G. Mark 1.
Who is that? Hephaestus. It's taken over this whole place.
What are those?
Looks like there's another node on the other side. Near that door.
Go do your thing.
Let's see what those are.
How to get to that node on the other side. Okay, there's a
They're
platform
like-
down there.
I don't know what those
I
are.
think I can reach it if I glide.
Interesting. Alright, she's at another platform somewhere. She can reach if she glides.
There's still no sign of fog.
I
It's a
don't know.
big place. We'll keep looking.
Alright, so we definitely come to the door. I feel like we jump from here. Oh yeah, there we go. Let me start just to be safe. Nice. Then
Engage anti-distribution.
now I get back up though. Yes, the only way out is through. Or not. Where do I go? Hold on.
Transfer secondary packages to materials B5 and 12.
I was thinking jump on one of those, but that's not the case. Oh, there we go. Climb the vent. It's gonna close before it gets to the top.
Load ordnance
Yeah. Thought that was gonna help. Alright.
B24.
A lot of climbing this time. A lot of climbing. There we go.
Execute armament assessment alpha.
Oh, you look jump. Alright. Assuming up there to that thing?
Cycle
And then jump on one of these. Oh, no, I can't jump on that. At some point we're gonna jump on one of those. I feel like Nintendo's machine's moving like that. She ends up riding on them.
I think I can hitch
Oh,
a
there you go.
ride on one of those metal carriers.
Like I said. Of course, I missed that one. I mean, I missed. There's a way up there. What's up there? Hold on. I know the way I need to go. Now I'm curious about stuff. Missed. Ooh. Look at that. I feel like you can get up there. I want to know what's up there. There she goes. Is that it? Really? Health? The health that I hurt myself trying to get to? Oh, those supplies here. Ingots? Ingot? However you say that word. Alright, so catch the next ride out of here. Arms out. Nice.
Those carriers are holding a lot of weapons.
Weapons? Carriers are holding a lot of weapons, she says.
Above us. He's in the air.
Don't let go, Aloy.
Yep, wasn't planning on it.
Varl's like Captain Obvious in this mission. We're gonna have to drop down before we get to that shield.
It's over. Time to let go.
Whoa.
Now what?
That is not where I expected her to go. Alright, so now across.
Should be able to glide to that platform
Glide
down
again.
there.
Transfer secondary
Nice.
There's the note.
Note. Alright, well I've got my way in. What are these guys? Where even are they? Left them way behind. Oh, here they come. Nice. Oh, so it created the bridge and opened the door at the same time. That's pretty cool. Going deeper and deeper into what looks like a cauldron.
What does it want with this place?
It's taken over facilities before to build deadly machines. But it wasn't always hostile. It used to be part of something good. Something called Gaia.
Yeah, so you heard Aloy tell Zoe. Hephaestus is one of Gaia's subordinate functions.
Covering that door.
I think we're almost at the core. Be ready.
Be ready. Let's go. Cutscene.
Oh no. What has Hephaestus done to her?
Turn it into a weapon. Which sooner or later will be unleashed.
And then, plain song. If my people see what it has become, if one of our gods attacks them, you know what we have to do.
Laurel, are you ready?
The emotion on their faces is amazing, man. PS5 graphics, baby.
We have to get down there.
So we're talking about killing this thing in order to keep it from killing
That dome of light.
people.
Protecting the machine.
Yeah.
Do
So
this.
it should be a node I can override nearby to shut it down.
I'm not a big fan of that. That's not really my style. It takes too long to get up there, gives the machines the opportunity to hit you, and some of the machines, in case of Plowhorn most likely, I imagine it's going to just barrel right through that thing and knock it down. I've seen it happen with Bristlebacks, so I'm sure Plowhorn can do it. Alright, so we need to override this thing here. We're just gonna make the dome disappear, and I'm assuming the platform drop, and then we're gonna be fighting that Plowhorn. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. Make sure we got full health, even though I wasn't really too damaged. If you hold down on the up button on the D-pad, it resets. So now I have 12 back in my inventory, 17 saved. Let's do this. You could lay traps if you wanted to ahead of time. But where's the fun in that? Oh, it's a Grimhorn,
Here we go.
not a Plowhorn. Just a Grimhorn. Weak to acid and purge water. I mean, I'm already on fire. Great start.
More machines are coming.
And I'll get the big guy.
Can you hit that again?
So basically the idea here is you use acid to weaken it, and then take it out with some other kind of weapon. In this case I'm using impact arrows.
I can use them against it.
It's pretty hurt at this point. I don't know what else is after me, but it sounds like it's doing some damage. Light it back up with acid. A lot of these fights, guys, machine fights in particular, when you're playing on a higher difficulty, probably goes without saying, they're going to be much more difficult. I mean, I did not beat that machine that quickly the first time I played it. Alright, let's see what else is in here. Some scroungers, it looks like. Oh, and a long leg. Long leg, scroungers, all weak to shock. So we'll do this. Completely miss our shot. There we go. Again, not that easy. Oh, good. Is that it? That's it.
Morning, a machine.
I don't know why I thought this was a plow horn.
It's still her god.
I do not
basically just
grieve
killed
for
her
a
god.
god or a machine, but because I no longer know what to believe.
Look, so
Believe in
if you
Aloy.
want, you can go back home.
Do I still have one? And if so, for how long? Can you really heal our lands? Save my people?
We're gonna find out.
One step at a time. But it starts now.
To compensate. Retreat. Inevitable.
So the not this time, a reference to, again, Frozen Wilds DLC. She got shocked. One of the other two characters that are with her had to pick up the slack. That's all I'm going to say about that, in case you haven't played Frozen Wilds, and you intend to.
Not bad.
Up we go.
There's more.
Like Aloy said, this is only the beginning.
Yeah, again, our whole point of coming in here was to retrieve Minerva, the subordinate function of Gaia responsible for communications.
Aloy, the core. My focus is showing holograms on it.
They look like machines.
They must be overrides. Knowledge on how to tame machines.
And you can learn this?
Let's find out.
Alright, cool. So we've got our first shot at learning how to override some machines. Let's override this.
Looks like Hephaestus has been upgrading the security grid on the cauldrons. The data's been corrupted. Not sure I can do much about that right now.
Interesting.
My
Alright, so we
focus
can
doesn't
now
recognize
override a
some
plow
things.
horn.
Must be machines
Bristleback.
I haven't seen yet.
That's
Got
it.
what you need?
Yes.
Let's press on then.
Let's grab our reward here. 9,000 XP. Got an unlocked die, 2 skill points. That's our die. Our face paint. Vitoro Whisperer. We'll get into some of that. Outfits, changing dyes, and all that stuff a little later on in the series here. You have unused weapon outfit modification. Use them to upgrade and craft outfits and weapons. Alright, cool. It said, enter the facility. This way, I'm assuming. No, that's the way we came. Oh, no, that's the way it wants me to go. right? Yeah, we're going in.
Greetings, graduates of Cradle 9. Welcome to the regional... Error. Unauthorized access detected.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
Was that the spirit? Minerva?
I don't think so. At least, not directly.
Graduates of Cradle 9. So that almost sounded like the first game, Reach a Point, where people were locked inside the cradles. Ultimately, they were let out. We saw Aloy's Braves and how they got that name. Early Braves. So Aloy's, not really Aloy's ancestors, but the Nora ancestors. I don't remember what cradle that was, but I think that's implying that this is a cradle for humans, too.
Attention. All personnel must vacate the facility immediately.
Ooh.
Something doesn't want us here.
Vacate the facility immediately. Hey, BK, howdy. Thanks for stopping
What
by.
exactly was this place?
Seen anything like it before?
No.
I like that her fire bow is still active. I don't see anything to scan in here. He spotted something, looks like.
There. That's our way out.
Well, that's obvious. I was looking for more than just the door.
Unauthorized
what?
access. Initiating facility lockdown. Stay out.
Ooh, what's going on?
Well, at least the emergency lights work.
I totally forgot
What just
about
happened?
this.
Minerva's definitely here. And I think it's trying to keep us out.
I mean,
I'll
I
go
would
ahead.
say so,
See if
based
there's
on
a
the
way to get
stay
us in.
out. That was creepy as hell.
You sure we shouldn't come with you?
Well, yeah, Minerva could be dangerous. Let me make sure it's safe.
Okay.
We'll
Alright,
be
so
right here if you need
seemingly
us.
locked in at this point. Climb the elevator shaft. I can't. It wouldn't let me in. Oh, I could pry it open. And then... There we go. Up we go, into the creepy red elevator. I completely forgot about that. This is fun. This is good.
Okay. I need to find where Minerva's hiding. I should look for a way to access the facility's systems.
Alright, where you at, Minerva? Okay.
Alert. Restricted access. You are not wanted here.
Nope, sorry. You're not getting rid of me that easily, Minerva. What are all those cables in the center for?
I don't know, let's find out. Just says server cables. Can I shoot them like I did the recluse spider machine? No, it doesn't like it. There's something over here though. Kind of supply cache.
Might be able to pull that open.
Vent, nice. Full caster to open this up.
This leads.
I made it spin like a top, that's awesome. Oh, I got my arrow out now.
I can feel a draft above. Might be a way out of this shaft.
Usually a good indicator that there's enemies ahead. Make sure we're fully crafted here. What's over there?
Looks like
Now
I should
can-
head up.
Yeah, but there's stuff to explore over here. Hold on a second. Green shine! Haha! Nice. And then this. What's this? Can I do, full caster? No. Wait a minute, Maybe not. Alright, cool. I think I found a little hidden gem over here. Literally, a hidden gem. No pun intended on that one. Oh, what?
And I'm outside. I need to find a way back into the facility.
Dude, First of all, look at these graphics.
Maybe
Let's
I
just take
can
a
look
look.
for a way in higher up the mountain.
I bet it don't look that good on PS4, just saying. I'll have to check it out. Maybe I'll blow up the PS4 at some point, play this, just to see the difference. I'm sure it looks great on PS4 too, but PS5 is where it's at. Climbing up the mountain.
Close. If I can get Minerva to cooperate, I can merge it with Gaia. Finally bring her back. And we can start fixing the blight, the storms, and maybe she can help me figure out who those strangers in the proving lab were.
Yeah.
Why did they have a clone of Elizabeth?
Yeah,
Why did they want it back up?
See? Oh, I'm gonna cross. Nice. Go around this thing. Oh yeah, you know what I should do? I should scan. See how I climb. There we go. Up we go. Up we go. Then across. And over the other side of it. A flower here for dye making. At some point we'll check that out, I promise. Big jump. It's weird that it won't let you like climb
Pipes
right
up
there.
there.
There she goes.
Might lead me to a way back in.
Alright, way
How
back
to
in.
reach them.
Jump and shield break. Oh, we're still picking up medicine here. The fighting might not be over. I thought the Grimhorn would have been it. There we go. There we go.
Some of those rocks look loose.
Yeah, pry this
I
open.
think I can clear them.
Nice, nice. And we're back inside.
Another shaft. Okay, now I've got to find a way to plug into this place.
There's supplies down here. Nothing too
Looks like
crazy.
some kind of
but
dome.
a little bit.
Wonder what it's for.
Alright. Rappel down. Whoa. Look at this.
Alert. System core penetrated.
Right next to where Gaia goes? Look at this. Insert Gaia kernel.
No!
Uh-oh.
Minerva, I need the console. Please.
Access denied.
It didn't used to be like this. Do you remember it? Anything? You were part of something bigger once. Something good. Gaia. That's right. She can live again. But only if you give her the chance. I can't reboot her without you.
Will I cease?
I think you'll disappear into her. Become part of her. Like you used to be.
Misery will cease.
Yes.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you, Minerva. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Minerva function to original code.
Nice.
Do you wish to initiate heuristic matrix?
Here goes.
And? It's Gaia, y'all. We did it.
Greetings, Dr. Sobek. A moment. Scanning data.
Look at this. It's all stuff from the first game.
So it is Aloy, not Elizabeth. We have much to discuss, but initialization of my heuristic matrix will not be complete for several minutes more. In the meantime, I suggest you familiarize yourself with this facility. It is our best option for a base of operations, and you can make use of its equipment to improve your ability to override machines.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
Shall I grant access to your companions? They will be here shortly.
Okay, but don't overwhelm them, okay? They don't have a lot of experience with things like, well, you.
So no fake this time?
No. This time she's real. Varl, Zoe. This is Gaia.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi. Gaia's still, waking up. Let's look around.
I will highlight the location of the lab on your focus. I have established a network between your focuses, allowing you to communicate when apart.
Good. So what was this place?
A regional control center, where Zero Dawn progeny would have overseen terraforming operations in the area.
Interesting. So she said base of operations. This is pretty cool. It's especially cool that she's up and running, because if you're going to try and save the world, it's great to have an all-powerful, all-knowing, basically deity on your side. To check out the facility. Kind of a game changer.
What's all this?
This was intended as the main gathering space for control center operatives.
You could fit a good number of people in here.
Or maybe just a few. To start with, you two go ahead. I'm going to poke around a bit.
So we have our own freaking fortified base. No more campfire. Well, I shouldn't say no more campfires. We're just going to use campfires and shelters when we're in the wild, but we got our own fortified base, man.
So this place was here all this time. Built for people who would never show up.
Why didn't they?
Remember that guy I told you about? Ted Farrow? He sabotaged things. It wasn't supposed to be this way. So this was supposed to be a lab.
That was its intended purpose. Some of the machine data you recovered from the repair bay below us appears to be corrupted. Accessing the terminal in this room will show you how to repair and complete the override.
I'll take a look.
Alright, so basically it's a little different from the first game. You can't just override the cauldron and get access to all of the machine overrides. Some of them you will, some of them you have to do a little extra work at this fabrication terminal. So for example, we've obtained an override to Plowhorn. I don't have any Plowhorn horns, I need 3 of them, and I also need a Plowhorn primary nerve. So, it looks like it automatically created a job for this. It just says override available, override unlocked. That's not necessarily true. there's a ton of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 8 total just from doing what we did here. These are not accessible because we have to find the machine first. It's not just going to tell you what machine you got an override for. Once you scan it, I think it'll say override available, and then come back here if you have the necessary parts. But at this point, it's kind of a ball fake because it's like we did all that work to get to the overrides, and we still don't have any overrides. Although I think maybe we got a couple overrides from what the machine said.
Looks like I need data from machine parts to fix the corrupted override.
Right.
My initialization is complete. You may continue to explore the facility, Aloy.
Alright,
when you are ready, return to the control room. We have much to discuss.
Yeah, and we do. So I'm going to go ahead and hop to that. We can explore the facility some other time. Created a job for... Oh, that's my potion pouch. Did it not create a job for the override? I thought it said it had. Whoops. Let's try this again. There we go. Create job. No. So now the job will kind of be in the background. We come across any plow horns in the wild and destroy them, and we get the machine parts we need. It'll update us. Once we have everything we need, it'll tell us to go to workbench. Kind of like it's been doing for these other pouches and things. That's it for now, I think. I wanted to see, real quick, see if I can jog my memory. It said that I got a override for... Oh, it's a bristleback. So how does it look? Oh, it says Tau overrides unlocked. Mountable machine. Ha, we could ride it. Bristleback. So that one's unlocked. I forget what the other machine was. It's not, see, okay, so there's a difference. So if you look at the long leg, under Cauldron, it says Iota overrides, and it says locked. On the bristleback, it says Tau overrides, it says unlocked. Then, so there's like 3 designations. So then on the plow horn, did I not scan a plow horn yet? I must not have. But why would it be showing that override then? Huh. Oh, it's a Grimhorn. Okay. So in the Grimhorn, it says Tau overrides, but still locked. So we did technically get the access to this override by overriding this cauldron or repair, I guess, repair bay. We still need the necessary materials in order to decorrupt. I don't even know what the right word is there. It's corrupted. The file's corrupted. We've got to get the necessary parts in order to fabricate that override. So that's all well and dandy. We're going to be spending a lot of time here. This is our new base of operations, so to speak. And we'll explore as we get more familiar with the base. We'll check out more and more of this place. But for now,
okay,
we're going to talk to Gaia.
Maybe it's time to talk to Gaia.
I'll leave you to it.
Varl's going to stay behind. Zoe was already off doing her own thing. So it's just Aloy and Gaia. A lot of information coming here, guys.
Hello, Aloy.
Hi. So you're ready?
Yes. Initialization is complete. All tests show that my heuristic matrix launched correctly and is stable. You must have many questions.
Yeah. But 2 big ones first.
Where are the other subordinate functions?
We're not going to be able to fix the biosphere without making you whole. I ran a search for your sub-functions at the Hades Proving Lab, but Minerva was the only one I found.
Thankfully, the sensory capabilities of this facility are far more advanced. I will search for the others now. Transmitting query pattern. Receiving. Of Apollo, Artemis, and Eleuthia, I can find no trace. They are simply gone.
What about the others?
Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon are revealed. They lie within reach, procurable.
And Hephaestus?
It too stands revealed, but it is not like the others.
That's for sure.
In the years since the extinction signal, Hephaestus has evolved. Moreover, it is not confined to a single location. It haunts the global network that connects cauldrons to each other across the planet, making it exceptionally difficult to subdue.
Let me guess. We need it bad?
Correct. Its capabilities are essential. Without it, I can only delay the extinction of life on Earth. Hephaestus is our only hope of a permanent solution.
So we start there?
Unfortunately, we cannot. Procuring Hephaestus can only be attempted after my own capabilities have been significantly enhanced.
Grab the other subordinate functions first, then Hephaestus.
Precisely so.
So, Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon. How do I capture them?
To recover a subordinate function, you will have to travel to its location and find the physical processor to which it escaped. Then, exactly as you did with Minerva, you must use the master override to revert the subordinate function to its original code state.
And then how do I get it back here?
The subordinate function must be loaded onto a data storage device and physically carried back to this facility.
So you only do one at a time.
The cartridge your root kernel was stored on?
Yes. Its capacity is limited, so it can only carry one subordinate function at a time. But in all other respects, it will suffice.
Alright, so basically we need Hephaestus in order to rebuild Gaia. Can't get Hephaestus without the other three. Track down the other three, build Gaia up, then go after Hephaestus. So at this point, really the main storyline is splitting into two prongs here. We've got that, and then we've also got these strangers, which we know nothing about, or very little about at this point. So that's why there's two questions here. So who were the strangers in the Hades Proving Lab? And also, guys, Hades is gone at this point. Hades is no longer the bad guy. Hephaestus has taken over. Again, for those of you who haven't played Frozen Wilds, if you're interested in playing Frozen Wilds, you don't want any spoilers about Frozen Wilds, I suggest you go do that, because I'm going to be talking a lot about it at this point. Hephaestus was basically the overarching bad guy of that DLC. So, anyway, who are these strangers?
Maybe you can help me make sense of something. A while ago, I had a run-in with a group of strangers who tried to kill me. They had machine servitors and a clone of Elizabeth Sobek with them.
Yes, this was recorded by your focus.
There they are.
Do you know who they are?
The answer to that question is related to the extinction signal that woke Hades, prompting my predecessor's self-destruction.
The extinction signal? Okay, that sounds ominous.
The signal did not come from Earth, Aloy. The calculations are complicated, but it appears to have originated 81 trillion kilometers away. A distance so vast that light itself requires 8.611 years to cross it.
Okay, so what's so far away, and why does it want us dead?
The Sirius star system.
Sirius? But that's where Far Zenith, their ship...
The Odyssey.
Yes, that's where it was headed. But it blew up. Unless... I don't... Why make it seem like they failed? They didn't want anyone to know. They didn't want future humans to think that they were out there. Wait. The strangers who tried to kill me at the Hades Proving Lab? The ones with the clone? Are you saying that they're from... that they're descendants of... Farseneth?
Yes, that is my conclusion.
So that's pretty nuts. We talked about this a little bit when we first encountered the strangers. The Odyssey was like a brief data point in the original game. Somewhere along the line, this fan theory developed that the signal, because that was one of the outlying questions from the very first game, was, okay, we knew Hades had been awoken, whatever the proper word is for that. When we knew, like, he was driving, he was intent on destroying the Earth again, but we didn't know where the signal originally came from. So this fan theory developed that the Odyssey was actually successful, and that the signal came from the descendants of the people from the Odyssey. Now, why they would want to destroy Earth again, who knows? I kind of thought it wasn't that they wanted to destroy Earth again, it was that they wanted to re-inhabit it themselves. But we're going to explore a lot of that as we get further into the series. It's pretty crazy to see, and I don't know if the writers did this on purpose or if this was their plan all along, but it's crazy to see like fan theory actually like play out. And we talked about this a little bit earlier in Brandy's stream as it relates to RDO and how Horley is the one that really was behind Jessica's death, and if we ever get, or Jessica's husband's death, and if we ever get more story missions, it'd be cool to explore that. Well, that's what's going on here. It's like, you know, someone picked up on the clues, developed this theory, or fans, more than one person, developed this theory that we're now watching play out. It seemingly, at this point, it seems like the survivors of the Odyssey, or the descendants of the people from the Odyssey, are back, and for some reason, they also want a copy of Gaia because they were in the Proving Lab, and they were willing to fight Aloy with like future weapons and armor. So that's the second prong. The first prong is tracking down the subfunctions in order to rebuild Gaia to her true form. The second prong is, who are these strangers now that we know who they are? Why are they here? What's their goal? So, very exciting stuff. This was a huge point for me. I'm a huge fan of this game, huge fan of the, again, scanning data points in games seems monotonous at times, but this one came home to roost. It's pretty cool.
The 3 subordinate functions that you detected, what do we know about them?
All 3 are relevant to problems currently plaguing the biosphere. Ether is responsible for detoxifying the atmosphere and moderating the weather. Poseidon controls the organic and chemical composition of water resources. Demeter sows, fertilizes, and tends to plant life. If all 3 were restored to me, they would constitute a massive increase to my heuristic processing density. But beware. Their responses to my query pattern were irregular. In human terms, they are frightened, lost, and paranoid.
Like Minerva. They need to be whole again.
Exactly.
Alright, where are the other ones?
The missing subordinate functions. What can you tell me about them?
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species. Eleuthia was responsible for gestating, nurturing, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast archives of human knowledge and cultural achievements. Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged on the 2nd of February, 2066, by order of Ted Faro.
Faro, huh? I really hate that guy.
Understandable. He appears to have been pathologically narcissistic, impulsive, and unstable.
All 3 of the missing functions have already served their purpose, or were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
If attainable, yes. Restoring their remaining elements would increase my heuristic processing density. Unfortunately, I have no way to track them. They have disappeared without a trace.
Interesting. Alright, let's talk about Hephaestus. We've been talking about him a lot.
You said you need
Find out some more.
Hephaestus to save life from extinction. Why?
Every subordinate function has value, but Hephaestus is by far the most important. Only by recovering and merging it can I regain my ability to design and mass-produce new machines at cauldrons across the planet. Only through it can I program new machines and alter the tasking of existing machines to completely reverse environmental damage. Recovering other subordinate functions may buy us time, but without Hephaestus, I cannot permanently stave off mass extinction.
Alright, why wait?
Given Hephaestus's importance, is there really no way to capture and merge it first?
I'm afraid that is quite impossible. In my present state, launched and merged with Minerva, I am operating at less than 1/5, 18.8%, of my intended processing capacity. Hephaestus dwarfs this figure. Were an attempt made to conduct the merge under these circumstances, Hephaestus would absorb me, rather than the other way around. A merge cannot be attempted until my heuristic processing density exceeds its own.
And how many subordinate functions is that going to take?
Merging Ether, Demeter, and Poseidon will expand my heuristic network to 41.6% capacity, exceeding that of Hephaestus.
Alright, so how do we travel?
You said Hephaestus isn't located in just one place.
Correct. Unlike the other subordinate functions, which are confined to discrete physical processors, Hephaestus is distributed throughout the global network that connects the planet's cauldrons.
So, when the time comes to subdue it, how do we make that happen?
I do not know. While you are retrieving the procurable subordinate functions, I will attempt to find a solution.
Alright. More to come. And then could Hephaestus help defeat the Zeniths?
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes, and to program their behavioral routines, or even control them directly.
So could you build an army of machines? Attack the descendants of Far Zenith and take them out?
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the Far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good. It means you have a conscience. As Elizabeth intended.
Indeed.
It's cool. It's like the one thing that Elizabeth taught her herself, right? Through their conversations. We saw that towards the end of the first game, maybe like 80% of the way through. Let's go back. I've got questions about the Zeniths. So a lot of this is like stuff we already talked about with her. She's just giving a little more information about it. So what's their plan?
The sole purpose of the signal was to destroy life on Earth, right? Why would descendants of Far Zenith want to do that?
At this point, we can only speculate.
I mean, Earth posed no threat to them. We don't have the technology to get in their way. We didn't even know about them.
True.
Unless... well... could it be that they want the planet for themselves? The strangers I ran into, they were after a Gaia backup of their own. I mean, if they did that... if they booted their own Gaia and boosted her power... until she could take control of Hephaestus. And then the whole terraforming system.
Then yes, the system could be used to do what the extinction signal failed to accomplish. Snuff out life, and then potentially to build an entirely new biosphere. To their specifications.
So they could be trying to do the same thing we are.
But with opposite results.
Extinction. Instead of salvation. This is not good.
How did they get here?
You said Sirius is really far from Earth.
81 trillion kilometers, or 8.611 light years.
Right. So, how would the descendants have gotten here?
On a spacecraft much like the Odyssey, though significantly more advanced. The journey from Earth to Sirius would have taken the Odyssey almost 300 years. This appears to have been much faster. If their ship departed Sirius at the same moment the extinction signal first began transmitting, the journey was made in just 29 years at an average of 0.297 the speed of light. If they did not set out for Earth until they learned of the extinction signal's failure, the journey was even faster, a mere 13 years, or 0.662 the speed of light.
Okay, enough. You're making my head spin.
I mean, they've had 1,000 years to craft their technology, so we'll talk about that in a little bit. But for the spaceship, presumably whatever they had for Odyssey, 1,000 more years of technological advancements. It's crazy.
The descendants I ran into at the Hades Proving Lab, they had a clone of Elizabeth Sobek. So that's consistent with the idea that they came here to salvage Zero Dawn technologies, right?
Yes. As your own experience demonstrates, a clone of Elizabeth Sobek functions in effect as a key to the terraforming system.
But how could they have made a clone?
The Odyssey carried approximately 200,000 human zygotes, millions of animal zygotes, and billions of plant seeds. It is conceivable that Elizabeth Sobek's genetic material was sampled, with or without her knowledge, and carried aboard the ship in storage.
That's... okay, but... I mean... This clone... How could she participate in this? Destroying Elizabeth's dream? It's evil.
It is difficult to know. Perhaps she is loyal to the group and shares their objectives. Or perhaps she is a subordinate and has no choice but to comply with their orders.
Elizabeth Sobek? A subordinate? I don't think so.
Yeah. Alright, signal.
The extinction signal didn't just wake Hades. It made every subordinate function self-aware. Why?
I have wondered this myself. So far as I can tell, Hades was the sole target, and the partial sentience imparted to other subordinate functions was incidental.
So the signal could only have been sent by someone who had thorough knowledge of the system, huh?
Yes. The signal's design was exceptionally precise and highly advanced. Were its intentions less malevolent, I would admire the intellect or intellects that produced it.
Interesting. Talk about the far zenith tech.
So if the descendants came to Earth on a spaceship, I guess we can assume that their technology is powerful in all sorts of ways, right?
Yes. As your encounter with them at the Proving Lab amply demonstrates, they appear to make extensive use of robotic servitors. Further, they seem to be equipped with some kind of protective energy field that shields them from harm.
Yeah, no kidding. The one I fought seemed indestructible.
Throughout history, every defensive technology has eventually been defeated by an offensive counterpart. For example, assuming I absorbed Hephaestus and utilized it to create a large force of combat machines. No shielding could withstand such an assault indefinitely.
So there's hope.
Always.
Yeah, it seemed pretty hopeless against that dude. We had to just shoot down the recluse spider machine and get out of there. How did you track the signal?
How did you figure out that the extinction signal came from Sirius?
The key came with data on your focus, from Silent's interrogation of Hades. The duration of the signal itself, 17.22 years.
That doesn't make sense. You said that the signal took 8.6 years to arrive from Sirius. Why would the signal keep transmitting after it was received and you blew yourself up?
Because the sender didn't know that had happened until it received notice from Hades.
Right, ×2.
Which would take another 8.6 years to get back.
Correct. Only then would the sender stop broadcasting, after a total of 17.22 years. So the duration, halved, gave me the distance the signal traveled. With that in mind, I simply scanned my astronomical database for any relevant location 8.6 light-years away. Because it was Far Zenith's intended destination, Sirius was the only logical source.
Alright, looks like that's it for our questions. A lot of information to unpack there. Thankfully, I feel like they laid it out pretty much in layman's terms to help us understand what's going on. So, get to the 3 sub-functions, get Hephaestus, do all of it before the Far Zeniths do the same thing, save the Earth.
What is the state of the biosphere? Is the terraforming system functioning at all?
In a sense, the terraforming system never stopped functioning. The difference, since my predecessor's destruction, is that there has been no central governing intelligence to monitor its robotic agents and assign new tasks. As a result, errors have accrued, and day by day, the biosphere has gradually veered ever more sharply towards destruction. In recent months, disturbances in the biosphere have become obvious. But these bellwether phenomena offer just the merest glimpse of the complex and accelerating cycles of environmental dysfunction, now driving Earth's biosphere towards collapse.
And you can't do anything to stop it?
If you can return Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter to me, I can improvise modest corrections to parts of the system. Weather will improve, water will be purified, and rampant plant growth curtailed. But such corrections will not stave off collapse. They will only buy us time. Only with Hephaestus can I design and produce new robotic agents designed to permanently reverse the damage that has accumulated. All efforts must be directed toward that end.
How long do we have?
How long do we have then?
At present rates, without additional factors, the biosphere will cross a point of no return in approximately 4 months.
And if I gather Ether, Demeter, Poseidon, merge you with them?
We will only gain a few months more.
Well, every bit counts.
Alright, let's get started.
I guess I should get going and start bringing back subordinate functions. What can you tell me about their locations?
When my predecessor destroyed herself, the subordinate functions sought physical processors capable of holding them. So in each case you will be looking for a powerful computer of some kind. Ether is the closest, and therefore might be the easiest to acquire. However, it appears to be in the middle of Tanakh territory. My knowledge of that tribe is limited to data I read on your focus, but they seem to have a significant inclination towards violence.
Yeah.
Well, that's a nice way to put it. What about Poseidon and Demeter?
Poseidon has taken shelter in the desert south of this location. My substratal geography data indicates that a major old-world settlement called Las Vegas was located there.
Viva
A
Las
ruin in the
Vegas.
middle of the desert, huh? Strange place for an AI devoted to water.
Agreed.
Right?
As for Demeter, it appears to be located on the coast to the far west. Unfortunately, I am unable to provide any relevant data about the region. As such, it may be the most difficult to retrieve.
Huh.
Okay, so 3 subordinate functions to go after. Ether, somewhere in Tanakh territory. Poseidon in the desert, and Demeter on the coast.
Where will you begin?
So it tells you, I mean, you could do them in any order, but you're definitely going to do them in order. As excited as I would be to see what Las Vegas looks like 1,000 years in the future, And Demeter is the far west. I think it just makes sense to go east to west to me. I'm going to do Ether, level 17. I don't think we're quite there yet, so we might do some exploring, some side quests before we get to that main quest mission, but let's go.
I think I'll head for Ether.
Then I will assign Ether as the objective on your focus. If you obtain it, I may be able to use it to quell the most severe storms in the region. Though I will require Hephaestus and the control over machines that it offers to permanently stabilize the biosphere. Should you change your mind, you can update your objective via your focus interface at any time. I will also transmit a summary of available data on all of the subordinate functions to you for reference. Is there anything else I can help you with? I know you have a great deal to accomplish.
I do, don't I?
She's overwhelmed.
Is something wrong?
I don't know. It's just that Elizabeth set the bar pretty high. She had a dream for you, for life on Earth, and a lot has gone wrong, and it's all on my shoulders to fix it. Do you think I can do it all? Repair the system, defeat Varzenith, live up to her example?
Absolutely. In her last message, my predecessor declared her unwavering conviction in your success. In you, all things are possible. You prevailed in purging Hades and rebooting my system core. You will prevail in this.
Thank you, Gaia. Well, I guess I should get going.
I have unlocked the facility's exits. One leads onward to the west. The other leads back down the mountain to Plainsong, should you wish to return east.
Varl?
Whoa! Gonna have to get used to that. That's you, Aloy?
Yeah. Gaia's opened the exits to this place. Can you and Zoe meet me by the west door?
Be right there.
Alright, PlayStation Trophy established at the base. I know you guys can't see that, but you probably see a black box on the screen. Red, the Odyssey ship may not have crashed. Yeah, may have not crashed. Yeah, that seems to be the theory at this point. There's something over here. Let's check this out real quick. Examine Cyclops Council.
Gaia? What is this?
It is a control console for a drone-based imaging system connected to this dome. I will transmit the relevant data to your focus.
Huh. So this Cyclops is a network of drones to monitor the deteriorating biosphere conditions. I guess it was meant to display on the dome, but the drones aren't connected anymore. If I find the drones out in the wilds,
survey drones,
I could get the data
collectibles.
from them, use it to reconnect them and restore the display.
It's pretty cool. We'll definitely go get one of the drones, at least one of the drones, and connect it to show you what that looks like. It's freaking cool. I actually had one in my first playthrough. I found one randomly. I forget even where, and was able to load it right in right away. So it was a cool experience. I will definitely share that with you guys. Yeah. So not only did Odyssey not crash, apparently the descendants of the people that were on the ship are back, and they seemingly want to destroy the Earth. So
I need to bring Ether back for Gaia. Varl and Zoe are waiting for me by the west exit. But I could head back east first, check on how Plainsong's doing after the attack. Or I could also look around here some more.
I think I want to go west and meet up with Varl and Zoe. Keep the story going for a little bit longer.
Are you sure?
Yes. I think it'll be better this way.
What are they talking about?
After you, Aloy.
Alright, waiting for me to open the door, and voila, we're on the other side of the mountains. Which I think is pretty cool, and not something I intended. Obviously, the lost power yesterday and wasn't able to finish that side quest with Talana, but
I need to head further west.
we started the day not knowing how to get past the mountains, and
get more
we're going to end the day
components.
on the other side of the mountains.
Make her stronger. You two can stay here in the meantime. Gaia can help get you up to speed. I'm not trying to shut you out. It's like training.
Actually, I'm gonna go back east to get Erend. Bring him here. Look, allies, friends can help. We have a place to stay now. And like you said, Gaia can teach us, catch us up. It'll be okay.
Okay. Take these then.
One to wear, one for backup.
While you're at it, stop by Stone's Echo and look for Milu. Give her a message for Talana that I found a way over the mountains.
Will do.
Are you going with him?
No. After what happened in the cave below, I want to stay here a while. There is much I need to understand. Maybe by the time you get back, I'll have a thing or two I can teach you.
Looking forward to it.
Nice.
When will you be back?
I'm not sure. But hopefully I'll have one of Gaia's missing components with me.
Be careful out there. Even in Plainsong, we heard how the Tenakth clanlands are suffering from storms, machines, and now Regala.
Don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Good hunting, Aloy.
Alright, so there it is, further west.
The Tenakth clanlands. Somewhere out there's 3 of Gaia's sub-functions. And who knows what else.
Alright, so we're getting the main quest loaded here. There's all 3 of them. We got the one active one,
on my lashes.
and then a few others. We'll take a look at that in the menu in just a second, once they're all done loading. Alright, there we go. We're on Broken Sky, because we picked the Ether. Easy to get, I think, is what Gaia said, but also in the middle of Tenakth territory, so we'll see how that all plays out. But let's take a look at it. So here's our main quest. We got the Broken Sky, which is Aloy must travel to the heart of Tenakth territory in search of Ether, one of Gaia's last subordinate functions. We've also got this one that's recommended level 22 to go get Poseidon. I'm going to hold off on reading that because we'll read it when we get to it. And then Seeds of the Past with the meter. All of these are super cool. I don't even know which one I like the best because they're so different. You know, they did a really good job of making sure that it's not repetitive, even though there's 3 of them to go get. We've also got a job here, which was to figure out the Plowhorn override. We'll do that maybe tomorrow. Should be all the quests, right? I don't know why. Oh, collectibles. And then we've got our collectibles, the survey drones now, that are out in the wild. Well, they were there, but now we know about them. There's 10 of them to recover. I am going to jump off this ledge. There's a campfire down there. Can't really see it, but I'm familiar with it. So here we go. Like I said, guys, never gets old. Alright, last quick save.
Let me take a look at you.
There's another rumor person here. Rumor teller, I guess we'll call them. Manual save real quick. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. Before I do, just a quick programming note. Tomorrow's kind of a busy day for me. I've got a couple of appointments. One of them's like right in the middle of when we usually do our live stream. So I may still try to stream a little later in the day. If not, I will definitely be back on Thursday. If I had to go ahead and predict what we're going to be doing, I imagine it would be an exploration day. We are currently at level 16. We recommended level 17 for that next quest. So I think what we're going to do, you can see the path on your screen there. Probably just pick our way through. So whether it's tomorrow, a little later in the day, or Thursday at normal time, the plan would be to explore a little of this area that we've just accessed. There's a cauldron back here. We can go back and do some of that stuff too. But I think I just want to stick with the story for the most part. We'll probably level up as we're making our way east to west there. If we get to 17, we'll just go ahead and start the story mission. I imagine that would probably happen on Friday. So again, unknown for tomorrow. Hopefully I can find some time to stream in the afternoon, maybe. But either way, appreciate you guys hanging out. Thanks to everyone in chat. Schwinno, sorry you're just getting here. I'm actually just logging off for the day. Feel free to go back and watch it, though. The beautiful thing about the live streams is you can rewatch them. Had a lot of fun today. Like I said, I didn't mean to bookend the story, but it was pretty cool that we did. And I don't know. Maybe I'll try to do more stuff like that in the future. I don't know. But thanks again, guys, for the support. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, take care.